So today I am going to be talking to you about math practice number 1, which is make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. So to start out with the examples, I decided to do a lower level elementary. So for this type of grade, which I'm thinking K through 3, a good example of this would be giving a problem to them that requires multiple steps, which would encourage the students to finish the problem. So an example that I made up of this is that, I used Kate and Hannah are baking cookies for their school bake sale. Kate baked 22 cookies while Hannah had already baked twice that amount. How many cookies do they have altogether? So not only does this problem take multiple steps, but it also takes different types of math activities. So first, you're going to be using multiplication, then you're going to be using division. And as you see here, I did solve it, but just to save time, I'm not going to go through all that. So what I came to a conclusion is that multiple step problems encourage critical thinking beyond the younger grade levels. So it's really important to incorporate these into your math practices. So for upper elementary, which I'm assuming is 4th through 6th grade, they can be challenged a little bit more by math problems that go beyond their grade level, which encourages thinking beyond what they already know. So what I'm thinking here is that during these grade levels, you really want to prepare them for middle level and high school level math. So I decided that a good example for this one is that combining the different forms of units. So different forms of units are introduced mostly in 4th and 5th grade, and then they get stronger in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So an example for this one that I used is your older sister is coming home from college. She traveled 115 kilometers in 3.5 hours. What was the amount of time that it took her to get home? What was her average speed coming home? So given this problem, I also gave a hint, which would be the rate times time equals distance formula. So this can be given also to encourage the students to obviously know what they're going to do and what numbers they're going to use. So again, I did do this problem full out and explain that you can do the multiplication, the division, and that ends up getting into the answer, which would be kilometers per hour, which incorporates the different units. So again, this problem not only includes 2 different units, or switching back and forth between units, but rounding as well. This again is a multi-step problem, which is a crucial way to test the student's performance. My last math example is actually college level, so that would be what we're at right now. So something that I experienced in one of my previous math classes is a mathematical riddle. So we used these as kind of an extra credit kind of thing, but it also encouraged us to think beyond what we already knew. We go into those classes and we think we know everything, we think we can use formulas for everything, but I feel like this really challenged all of us and we really got thinking about how to get done and how to get the right answer. So a kind of example, what I gave here is that you're given a set of clues to figure out what the number is. So it's called what's my number. So kind of the things that you would hear in a problem like this, like my number has 5 digits, the second number is twice as big as the first one, all of my digits add up to blank. So you can do as many or as little as you want, and this can challenge your students in such a different way than people would think. And it's a great way to really think about what they're thinking. And like I said, we did it for extra credit on a test. You could do it as like a class building activity, something like that. So the NP definition, NP1, is students must understand the mathematical problem, develop a plan of action, and persevere into finishing the problem. I think the main thing to take away from this is that it's about finishing what you start. So this standard is easily practiced when doing problems with a higher skill level than what they're used to. So that's multi-step, new topics, open-ended problems, etc. So this also encourages students to look at how they get to an answer rather than just what the right answer is in the end. Incorporating the SIOP model into it, you think about connecting it in a lot of different ways, but the main ways I saw was, first of all, strategies. So strategies are important when creating the problems that require not only skill beyond level, but including enhancements to help them retain what they're learning. So practice and application, you create multiple mathematical problems that require higher level thinking than what they're already used to or what their current grade level is. And of course, the lesson delivery of it is the most important part. You create a lesson that not only challenges the students, but helps them learn in different ways than what they already know. So here I just have my resources, reflection about what I can do better for next time. So that includes things like maybe adding a few manipulatives, virtual manipulatives, things to really keep the students engaged. So thank you.